Hi, welcome to my channel, Tarot Healing with Vidisha. Today I'm going to do a continuation of last Thursday's video where I spoke about how even though I don't read life and death questions for clients, I accidentally saw my own death in my cards. And while I have never been scared of death, of course, I've been scared, not scared, I've been very sad when other people passed away. I was never very concerned with my own death, but I was very scared of getting a painful death, going through a painful death, and physical pain was always something that I was very scared of. And of course, there's a direct correlation between our fears and our lives. So my birth chart told me that I am going to have a painful death. Astrologers told me that I will die because of an accident. A tantric specified that I wouldn't die because of the accident as such, but I will die because of the injuries caused by the accident. So it would be a very prolonged and painful death. It's not going to be sudden or instant. And I even remember thinking, wow, everybody is so scared of dying. Here I am, not scared of death, not scared of dying, but the thing that I am scared of is going to happen anyway. So I was like, okay, it is what it is. Let's get on with life. Now, we get 3 chances to die in a single lifetime. You can avoid the first 2 times, but you can't avoid the third time. The third time, you're 100% making an exit. It can also happen the first 2 times, but you can avoid the first 2 times. I'd already had a couple of near accidents by then. So I kept wondering, okay, does this mean that, okay, the accident is not getting me, so now I can die in my sleep? The answer is no. Recently, a friend of mine, his cousin brother passed away of a heart attack. And my friend told me this story, which seemed like a very wonderful coincidence. I don't like to use the word coincidence, but let me tell you what he said. This brother, this cousin, suppose he died on May 17th, 2020. He had almost died of a heart attack exactly 5 years before. May 17th, 2015. He had not died then. Everyone thought he would pass away. But he got a new lease of life. He lived life to the fullest until 2020. The dates are all wrong. It's just an example. And a lot of times that does happen, like when someone almost dies but doesn't, they do come back with a fresh perspective of life. So I was very sad when my friend told me, sad for myself when my friend told me this, because it was like, okay, heart attack. You cannot avoid your karma. Death is part of our karma. How we go is also part of our karma. So I was like, again, okay, painful death, fine, it is what it is, let's get on with it. A few weeks after that conversation, I came across this new tarot spread. So I got now when we pull cards for our clients, you can pull a single card, 3 cards, 7, 8, 10. It depends on the question that's asked. It depends on the spread that you are using. But this was the first time that I had come across a spread that said pull all the 78 cards of the deck. I got very excited because I did not think that there would be a spread like this. The spread did not give the site or wherever, I don't even remember where I came across this spread, did not give too much information on how to interpret each position, each placement of the cards. It just said pull it and then just read the cards. So I said, okay, fine, let me do it. It's exciting. But I was also very frightened because I was in a very bad state back then, at that time. Nothing bad was going on in life, just everything was going on in my head. And tarot picks up on current energy. And I still really wanted to do this spread. So it's funny how jittery I was back then. I'm shuffling and I'm telling the cards, this is not for anyone. It's not for anyone, okay? Don't send a real message. Typically, when I practice a new spread, I use a celebrity or a famous person because they're not in my life. They don't know me. I don't know them. It's too intrusive to use an actual person, a friend or a client. It feels like you're going behind their back. So I just typically use a celebrity. But that day, I was so my mind was so scattered, my emotions were so scattered, I couldn't focus on a particular person. And I didn't ask the cards any question. I just shuffled and I was just begging them not to make it about me. And I pulled the cards. Now in this spread, you have to use a significator. So you pull one card to signify the subject of the reading, which would typically be my client. But that day I just told myself, oh, it's not representing anyone. And I just pulled all the cards in the formation that they were supposed to be pulled. I looked at the cards and I went, oh, it's not so bad. So I went through all the rows and I was like, oh, this is not bad at all. And I was starting to gear up to really try to understand the message the cards were sending me through that spread. And then suddenly I saw the last card, which was the Tower card, this card. Sorry about the reflection. But you can see that this card denotes a disaster. The lightning is striking the tower. Somebody's jumping off, somebody's falling off. It typically means something foundational in your life is being taken away. It's falling apart. So think of, like, say, a divorce you don't expect. You don't expect your parent to pass away suddenly. Your house catches fire. Something very foundational in your life that is suddenly, unexpectedly not there. That's what this card denotes, and this was the last card. And I even looked at it and thought, why is that there? Everything's going fine, so why is that card there suddenly? And I was too not in a state of mind to accept anything negative at that point. So I quickly just put it all away. I didn't even take a picture. I regret that now. So it took me 1.5 months to accept that, of course, that reading was about me. I mean, of course it was about me. I hadn't assigned anyone else's energy to the deck. I'm handling the deck. My hands, my energy all over the deck. Of course it's about me. It took me a little longer to understand what the message was. The cards had shown me my entire life. The significator card that I had pulled was essentially me, my essence, my character, my me. It was me. And the other 77 cards, they were showing me my life. Can you imagine the regret of not taking a picture now? It took me a little longer to understand that the cards had shown me my life right up to the point of my death. And it took me even longer than that to understand the significance of getting this for my death. Because this is a card of something very instant. It's a very instant, short-lived event. So let me give you an example. Like if this comes up in a spread depicting anger, to signify anger, it's not the slow burn, resentful, holding a grudge anger that can last years. This is anger that is very explosive. It's an explosive, intense, and very quick fight. That's what this is. It's a very instant clearing. So this means that my death is no longer going to be that painful, long drawn out death depicted in my birth chart, what my astrologers have told me. I'm going to say this with 99% confidence, because it's stupid to be 100% confident about anything in life. So 99%, I'm very sure that whatever healing I've done, whatever I've gone through in the last 12 and a half years, it's healed my karma to the extent where the manner of my death is altered. Okay, so this still means I'm dying in an accident. Yeah, so it's like a really quick, sudden, out of the blue accident. The two accidents I'm referring to when I say that I have already avoided a couple of accidents, they were very sudden, they were very out of the blue, and they were road accidents, other vehicles. I'll talk about that in another video. But this really opened my eyes. This really opened my eyes about the power of healing. What one change after another within you can accumulate into. Because I've gone through a lot. So our external reality is a manifestation of our inner world. It's very easy to say it and read it or hear it somewhere, but it's another thing to know it, to really feel it in your bones, to know it in your bones. Our mental and emotional energies come out in a physical way. This includes everything, including our death. Everything is karma. Our health is our karma. The families we are born into, the experiences we go through, good and bad. Karma is not just bad. A lot of people instantly only think of negativities when they hear the word karma, but it's not bad. It's just a reflection of everything that's within you. And I have gone through a lot of physical pain in the last 12 and a half years. I've gone through a lot of mental and emotional pain also. So I am not, please don't misunderstand me. I'm not saying that I've avoided my karma. I'm saying that I've already gone through it, which is probably why my death is now this. So it really opened my eyes to how powerful active healing can be, the significance of it, the profound significance of active healing. And that was actually a bit of a turning point for me, because this happened, these realizations dawned on me sometime in September, October. And that's when I decided, okay, fine, I am going to take this out in the public world. I am going to announce this to people. I am going to start healing people. I'm going to start teaching people to heal themselves. It does take a lot of commitment, a lot of dedication. and the results are incredible. Like, life is incredible, we are incredible. I don't think I have the right words to express just how amazing and incredible this is. So I really really want you to approach me, to engage me, to start your healing journey with my process and with my methods. And yeah, please check the description box below for all my links so that you can get to know more about me. I am much more active on Instagram than I am on YouTube. And yeah, hit like, subscribe, the bell notification buttons so that you get an alert every time I upload a new video. And I really sincerely hope that I'll hear from more of you, so that you can also begin and you can also experience what I've experienced in your way, whatever is for you. So I really hope to be getting in touch with you. I really hope that you will be getting in touch with me. And I'll see you on Sunday, where I'll be rambling while I quill out of sight. And maybe I'll be talking a little bit more about this. Yeah. I'll see you. Bye.